What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about?
If you ain't talking the real, then we ain't gon' talk to ya.
What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about?
If you ain't talking the real, then we ain't gon' talk to ya.
What's up? What's up? This is WYTAP. Come on, T. Take a seat. Take a seat. Take a seat, T.
My bad. What's up? What's up? It's your boy, T Mandible, a.k.a. T-Man, B.K.A. Anthony Hoof.
And I'm Sunshine.
Yeah, we got a little show today about gun control.
I'm just liking and sharing this so everybody could get on.
Gun control.
All right, we got Ben Pacquiao on.
But I'm not going to try it.
Yeah, he doesn't pay attention to the comments, so I am, so that's why I'm down here. So I will be responding with everybody.
Sometimes they don't even come. Sometimes they don't even come through.
Well, it is. Hey, George.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
So, gun control. Do you want to start it off?
Let's see. Gun control. A lot of people out here. It's a lot of violence with unlicensed guns. There's a lot of violence with guns that should have been locked up with kids. Kids getting like a hold of their parents' guns and stuff. It's like not responsible of, the parents aren't responsible for, well, they are responsible for locking it up, but they need to be responsible for.
No.
What?
First, Ben says he loved this topic and he loved what we're doing. Thank you, Ben.
Ben?
So, now to address that. Okay. I had Mr. Hoof started. So let me start.
I hate starting stuff, so I probably went too far.
So no, you didn't go too far. But when you said for the parents lock it up, that's the responsible part.
Yeah.
No, it's not just that, because the child would not. How would the child know where the key is? So that they're not being responsible. If you're locking it up and your child knows where the key is to get to the gun, you're not.
No, that's what I'm saying. The parents need to lock their stuff up so the kid can't get to it. But sometimes they
lock it and they know where the key is. That's the problem. Here's the situation. I'm going to first tell you I am a licensed carrier. So, you already know. That's all you need to know. But the simple fact is, let's talk about let me tell you the procedure on getting a permit. Yes, we have people that's doing it the right way by filing the paperwork, handing it in. You have to give 2 people that are not related to you, that live in the county you're in. Then you have to get 2 people that know you, and then they do background checks. But what they don't do is ask you for a doctor and go visit your doctor to check your medical history.
Their mental stability.
The medical history.
Yeah.
Yes. They need to do that. That's one thing they need to do.
Right.
Here's the thing. With concealing, it takes a little bit longer for them because they have to do more background checks on you. I was cool with that because my background is good. But there's a lot of things that people have that they don't look further into where they should. Because not everybody should be carrying a gun.
No.
Like, we have people that have mental illness who has a permit for a gun. And I know a few.
And they can't wait to pull it.
But I know personally that one's bipolar. How do you give someone a permit for a gun who is bipolar? You don't take your meds. You're not thinking
They're going to be there. I'm going to shoot you. No, I'm not. I love you so much.
Exactly.
I'm not talking about anybody's bipolar, but it just sounds funny.
But there's a lot of people that have depression. Some people have turned the guns on themselves, and some have turned it on others when they get mad. like that guy from the postal worker who went in his job after he got fired and went and did a shooting spree.
Oh, yeah.
What about the mother who knew her son had issues, but she let him shoot in Connecticut? I think that was just last year.
And then he shot her?
And then he tried to shoot her.
Or tried to.
But they caught him, but after he ran amok up in the town and was shooting at people.
Oh, I ain't hear about this.
Oh, yeah, I follow it. Me as a gun registered licensed person, you have to make sure I carry is not, say you have the gun and you clock it back.
Okay.
The bullet is in there.
Okay,
and if it goes off, you getting charged.
Right.
If you don't hit that person that is trying to attack you, whatever, and you hit somebody else, you could get charged.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that we need to address.
Mm-hmm.
What about God be with the people in New Zealand, God be with the people in Brazil who just had something earlier in March.
Oh, yeah, that was sad.
Elementary. But here's the thing. New Zealand, she's shutting it down. She was like,
Prime Minister.
Come April 11th,
Prime
she was
Minister.
like, it is a wrap.
She was
She's not playing. How come it took one time for New Zealand to have something and she's shutting it down?
She shut it
but
down.
But the United States has had Columbine High. The United States has had Michigan, University of Michigan, just last week or 2 weeks ago, where there was a gunman on the premises and they had lockdowns. What about the one in Florida with the boy in the high school and the state troopers was around the corner nearby? Like, let's be real. Why is number 45, and I said it, why is number 45 not addressing it and not shutting it down like New Zealand? Yes, you do have the right to bear arms, but there's certain weapons you should not have in the United States. I'm sorry, it should not even be here. It should just be with the tactical force, the police department that are doing the drug busts and things like that. It should not be able to be sold to anybody.
Like I said though, before.
Those sawed-offs and the
Yeah, me and you were talking. No. Me and you was talking about it before. Like the reason why number 45 ain't doing nothing about it because the NRA is backing him.
They've been backing him, but you know.
So that's the thing. He ain't gonna. He trying not to
step up the protection as well, because these are guns that's getting in the wrong people's hands, and they are killing.
Right.
They are killing innocent babies, innocent bystanders. They are just. It's disgusting. Everybody has the right to bear arms. Yes, I'm not saying change the Constitution. What I'm saying is change how you get these guns. You need to do a further, deeper background check. Check their mentality. Because if their mental state is not right, denied, sealed.
Right.
Let's go back even further. The CIA, and there was a History Channel that said it all. The CIA, when they would collect guns from drug busts, when they would collect guns from the cartels, and they would collect guns, they gave it back on the street.
They put it back
underhandedly and getting the money. We had dirty cops.
Because
so
how is they gonna get that? How is they gonna get their money? Or how is they gonna stop crime if those guns ain't on the streets? That's what it is. How are they gonna stop crime if it's no crime?
But here's the thing. Yes, we're dealing with a society that is all about, oh, it's my Constitution. Yes, but certain guns should not be able to be sold to anyone in the United States or anywhere, period. It should just be with military.
Right.
And military shouldn't even be using it unless they really need it.
Unless they, yeah.
Because I am sorry, the 45 needs to be accountable, because we just had literally just last week elementary school babies being killed, being shot, being wounded. Then overseas, New Zealand shutting it down. How come we're not shutting it down?
She shut it down.
She shut it down. She said,
and then now, and now, like as she's shutting all this down, she's actually she rather spend that $100-something million to for the buyback program. We're buying these guns back from y'all, and then they're going to get them destroyed.
I'd rather her do that.
And she rather spend that money. He need to put, instead of paying attention to that wall. Oh, the Mexicans are taking
that
our
wall,
jobs.
man,
The
listen.
Mexicans. Why don't you try to do a buyback program
Why
where
don't
they
you
can
try to help
take these
better
guns
the
back?
United States and better make safe? Oh, you so worried about the wall and everything else, but you're not even worried about the homeless people. You're not even worried
Right.
about the babies being killed, the families that's being dealt with. Now they have to bury their loved ones because they had an assault rifle.
Yeah.
They had this, they had that. But he could stop it, but he's so worried about money coming in the side door from the NRA.
Yeah.
Yep, I said it, NRA. They need to be held accountable. 45 needs to be held accountable. And anybody that has property of these and they're coming back on the street dirty need to be accountable. Enough is enough.
Yeah, we got and we ain't talking about people who got hunting guns.
No, we're not.
We ain't talking about people who got their sidearms that they got with them. We just talking about these military grade weapons that shouldn't be, in these people's homes and stuff. Yeah, you don't know. Like you said, we don't know the person's mental stability. They could come in there right now and lie to these people, dead in their face. They ain't got no background check. They ain't got nothing bad in their background check and all this other stuff. And they can walk out the place with a gun and then all of a sudden shoot some spots up automatically right then and there.
Exactly.
It's other, like you said, it should be other ways where they can, put them to some type of mental test or something. Or what would you do? Or put them in some type of, just make the testing.
Switch it up.
Yeah, make it more strict.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't have a firearm. I'll tell you that now. But I was thinking about getting one recently for my home. I guarantee you, it ain't gonna be no long extended clip with with this back thing here. You kick it out, pop, pop, pop. It's a little too much for me. Just give me something I can keep on my hip. You know what I mean?
Listen.
I don't need all
I got
that.
the 9mm.
Why are you scaring me right now? She probably got it on her right now because she know what we talking about. She got the
Simple
9.
fact is, I
Bruce
told my
Willis
husband
style.
He needs to come with me to the gun range because it's for the house.
Right.
But when we out and about, nah. You don't know what anybody is going through right now. You don't know, and that's why they need to be cautious who they allow to get guns and purchase guns. They need to double up. The background check, that's not thorough enough.
That's
you
not.
need to go deeper. You really need to check the history of the family. You really need to go deeper on that person. Check if they have mental breakdowns before. Have they ever been committed to the psychiatric ward for a month or whatever. I'm sorry. They need to make it more harder to get it. But let me tell you one thing. New York State is the highest and hardest to get a license for a permit. But any other state, which I'm applying for all states, because I've had it more than 2 years now, so I can do that.
I can do that.
But it's the simple fact is, if you're using a gun to protect yourself, yes. But if you out here saying, oh, you're going to hurt this person, or you got names on there and bullets and things like that, no. You don't need the gun. You need to be taken away. Your permit needs to be stripped and revoked, and you need to be sitting down. But get this, you still get guns illegally on the streets.
Either way it go, you're going to
either
get it
way.
somehow. And that's the problem.
Like, seriously, they need number 45. I can't even say his name because he don't get my respect on that either. Number 45 needs to go ahead and do the buyback. Like New Zealand's doing, do the buyback. He's so worried about the wall. No, bruh. That is done. Dead it. It's over.
I think if he
Get
do
over
that,
it.
I think his mind frame is if he do that and try to do this buyback thing, the NRA is probably going to stop backing him.
Well,
Because
so
remember,
what? Who gives
the
a
NRA.
flying
Think about it. The flying fig.
I don't cuss.
It is
you
so
know, the
hilarious.
flying fig.
But think about it. Like if Trump do this,
Number 45.
if he do this, the NRA.
He don't get my respect.
they're going to lose money.
Respect to get respect.
The NRA is going to. That's the reason why he don't want to do it. They're backing him, and the NRA is going to lose money if he stops certain guns being sold.
Oh well.
They're going to lose money.
Oh well.
I understand that, but that's what he's scared about.
If that's what needs to be done, then do it.
Hey.
There's nothing wrong with having a 9mm. There's nothing wrong having a Glock. There's no,
He's trying to scare people. He's trying to scare people and say, oh, remember he said how many deaths it was, like 400-something thousand in America last year, and we got to build this wall. Not all the Mexicans are killing everybody in this state.
Since you said that, let's talk about
in this country.
Let me first say this. The ones that have run up into schools, the ones that have, and I'm saying this, and this is real, this is history, is American Caucasians. You have not seen any African Americans running up in and holding people hostage and going on a gun shooting spree. Now, yes, we have African Americans acting like idiots on the street and want to kill each other, where Black Lives Matter, everybody's life matters. Everybody's life matters. We all bleed the same color.
It's just,
when God created us, we are all the same. We may have different skin tones. That does not mean anything. We are all the same.
But Black Lives Matter wasn't saying that, all lives don't matter. They just making the point.
That's why I said all lives matter.
Because they're trying to make a point that our lives matter as Black Americans.
But I'm just trying to say, he's talking about the wall, and you was talking about the immigrants. It wasn't the immigrants killing people. They didn't
kill 400-something thousand people.
It's not the immigrants.
Whatever happened?
It's the United States. It is the U.S. citizens. It is the U.S. citizens that are killing and running up, holding hostages, and having these shootouts in school and killing people because they were being bullied. Yes, bullying is going to be a topic we talk about, but we talk about the gun violence. But a person snaps, their parents got a gun. Oh, I know where mommy and daddy keeps the key.
Right.
Parents should be held accountable too, because if you got a gun and you know your child knows where the gun is and where your key is, you should be held accountable as well. Point blank, period.
On my other thing, and it kind of messed up. Anyway, we was talking about the situation with the shooter in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And how they instead of just taking away these big guns, military grade guns, might I say, from, stop selling it and try to do like a buyback like the Prime Minister did in New Zealand, they should do more of, they just took away the stock that can bump a regular gun up to that military grade. I don't know why they did that. That's a whole nother ball game for me. But I don't know. What you think on that? You said
with the Vegas situation, the girlfriend should have been held accountable as well because she knew what he was planning. She did nothing to try to stop it or prevent it. With the Vegas situation, a lot of people could have been saved if she spoke up.
Mm-hmm.
And after the Vegas situation, after the Columbine High, after all these schools being shot on and everything else, number 45 still is allowing the NRA to sell these guns and just allowing it, period. Those type of guns should not be sold to people. It should be military only, and anybody that is not military should not be able to have them.
Right.
Because of the seriousness that is holding. Yes, any other gun kills. That's true.
Right.
But these let off more rounds. These, they let it.
What do you need that? You don't need that. Like, if you're defending yourself, you don't need.
No, you don't.
You need pop done. Okay, you ain't gonna mess with me no more.
Because my 9, I load it up and.
You scare me every time.
Look. But I won't use it unless I feel
but you have
my life
to,
is threatened.
Right. What about the Florida laws they got? If you feel...
No. Florida doesn't have a law. Let's be real.
Man,
Let's be real. Florida is on, you can kill anybody if you say,
pushed me.
I felt threatened.
You pushed me. Pow. Got it.
Really?
Ooh, I thought he was going to hurt me from that push.
I know.
That's what they do.
Well, that's
Literally.
what happened with the man in Florida when the guy was up in his.
Oh yeah, that's sad.
This guy was up in his wife's face, who was pregnant at the store. The son runs out and gets the dad. The dad goes and tells him, "You keep your hands off my wife," and he pushed him. And they're on their way to exit. He shoots dude right then and there and says, "I felt threatened. He pushed me." Okay,
And he got
you
off.
assaulted him. Yes,
He got off.
You assaulted the man's pregnant wife, and on top of that, his child is there too. You're disrespectful. No. You do not have a right to just shoot anybody because, oh, I felt threatened. Now, if you're getting beat up and then you pull for your gun, that's one thing. But if you are causing, you are the accuser.
But okay, here goes something. What about gun collectors? What about gun collectors? Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. I'm gonna bring that up later. But no. I still want to say they didn't, because they don't know. I still want to go back to the Vegas thing. I still had this on my mind. While I still have it there, I want to bring it back later.
Still got it. Bring it back.
The guy who did it, they said he wasn't that type of person. Nobody knew that he was capable of doing. His family was like, he was never like that. We never even knew he was planning something like that. So they don't.
His girlfriend knew.
She knew, but I'm just saying, like, family, friends, everybody that he was around.
Did he have a mental history?
I don't know. I don't know about that one. But they are all saying that his family was like, he never was like that. He'd just go to the casino. He had money. He was up there spending up money, going to the casino, blowing money, winning money, blowing whatever he did. He was just, he had money. Nobody knew he was just gonna go to the joint.
Why? Yeah, let's talk about that. Why do you feel that you have money, you could do whatever you want to do? No, it should not be like that, and it needs to stop. Everybody needs to be accountable for their actions. Like God said, you need to be accountable, because the simple fact is, when you go to your judgment day, you ain't making it to heaven. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. Okay, now we can go back to the collectors. What about collectors? What about guys who actually just collect guns for the collection? Don't even buy the ammo, just collect them because they like that style of gun. What about them?
I don't mind. If they're not using it and there's no bullets.
If there's like collection, like, like they got them up on the wall here and there. They got a gun room, but the gun room's locked off. What about that? There's a gun, like you got to put a thumb passcode into the password.
Now the thumb passcode is serious. So look, I'm about to get that for my box, okay? But like,
shoot.
Yeah,
because there are tons of gun collectors. Like I know a couple guys myself that have like assault rifles and stuff like that. Yeah. And one guy, he's ex-military. He has his. He don't use it. He just clean it all the time. I see him on Facebook with his cleaning thing. Got to make sure it's clean just in case I got to use it. I'm like, oh my God, dude.
But here's the thing. I feel you should not be on Facebook or any social media flaunting off your
just stuff. Cleaning my guns.
Yeah, doing that? No.
My daughter got a boyfriend coming through. Gotta clean my gun.
Well.
Girl, my daughter got a boyfriend coming through. Gotta clean my gun.
Well,
make sure it's all oiled up.
Having connections with the courts and things. If my granddaughter starts dating, I will be taking a picture of their license plates and the license, and I will let them know if any hair is misplaced. They're going to have a problem. And the same thing for the girls when they date my sons. Point blank, period. But that's not the case. The simple fact is, not everybody should be having these assault rifles. Not everybody should be, it should not be that easy to get a gun in any state.
Nah,
New York is strict, but they're not that strict. And that's sad. How about you know what? One thing I can say about Virginia, when they do a stop check, like, they'll just do a random post up and they'll check people. They'll check their license, they'll check their car. Why don't you do that? I bet you will find a whole lot of people driving, carrying, with permits and with that.
Right. Oh yeah, you're gonna see a lot of that.
Yeah, a lot riding dirty with guns.
I know one thing though. I'm gonna tell you a story because you already heard the story I told you, but I'm gonna tell everybody else, and I hope he watching too because he's hilarious.
Who you talking
It was a problem one day. My boy, my boy got his license. He got his gun license and stuff. You know.
His little 2-shot.
I never knew they made 2-shooters. Little handheld 2-shooters. Anyway, little 22 too. The little 22. Some guys, they was having problems. You know, my brother was having, you know, issues with some dudes coming up the block. They was talking about they gonna do this, they gonna do that. And then he looked at me, he said, yo, he finally, cause he got his gun license, so he was like, man, listen, I got my thing on me right now. Anything pop off, they pull out something, I got this. And I looked at it, I was like, dude, what the heck is that, dude? I was like, if you miss him with those two bullets in there, man, you better run. It ain't gonna be like, pop, pop, run! Pop, pop, run, they gonna kill us! No. Then put that thing away. But anyway.
There's a lot of senseless killing.
It's a lot of senseless killing.
A lot of senseless killing in our communities, in our homes, on the streets, in the schools. No child should ever have to fear about going to school.
None.
No child should ever have to fear about a gun going off in the home. No child should ever have to witness their parents being killed in front of them.
None.
Like that woman that had 5 kids last year, or was it this summer that just passed, and the guy just walked up on her and shot her, killed her right in front of her kids.
That was here in Buffalo.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who knew her. That's sad. That is sad.
That is very sad.
I knew a lot of people who knew her.
That is very sad.
Cause you started.
But I'm saying the gun control situation is not being controlled. It's too many people running amok out here with guns. It needs to be shut down. It needs to be more strict. It needs more control, because right now the government doesn't have control over this.
And it gotta be some higher, like somewhere higher up there where these kids are getting these guns with like extended clips and clips
and a silencer and that's on the black market.
That stuff, that's where you get all the stuff from. Or dirty cops or whatever. Like, all right, we got this and that, blah, blah, blah. Here, take this. You know what I mean? That's where the drugs is coming from. That's where all the guns are coming from. And like in Chicago, these kids are ruthless over there.
Two-day shootout?
Oh,
Wasn't
man.
That a 2-day
it was like
shootout?
a weekend. It was a weekend, and I think it was.
Oh my God. Enough is enough.
It was a weekend. I still remember that. It was a weekend, and the murder,
64
the murders.
killed.
Yeah, and one weekend.
1 weekend, 64 people killed.
And a lot of people wounded from bullets.
Senseless.
When do we have to stop? When do this stop?
Typed on here.
See, I told you? Yeah, see.
But I don't see it on
I don't get all the messages either. I don't want to get up and read that way over there, too, on the computer.
Well, I'm trying. Keep talking.
But, yeah, these kids nowadays, it's like they don't have no mindset to have, like, they don't have sense in their mind, like, to not kill anybody. They don't have fists. They scared. You know what I'm saying? These kids are scared to fight nowadays. That's the thing. These kids are scared to fight nowadays. They scared to put their knuckles up and they scared to lose. So, because they know if they lose, a lot of people are going to be talking about them. And there's always this Facebook, there's always Facebook Live, there's all these YouTube, social media. They don't want the world to see that they got knocked out. Me, I'm going to be beefing. If I get knocked out, I get knocked out. I can care less if it's on the internet. Exactly. I can care less. I ain't going to get up and shoot nobody.
Someone put, one of the main problems with society and guns is movies, music, and the fact that everyone wants to prove to the other that they are not a punk. You're right.
That is
really
true.
Right. Lee Rochon. I hope I said your name right. They're right.
That is
My
true.
thing is, growing up back in the day, nobody had guns.
No.
It was,
no.
you got your fist up, you got a whooping, you got a whooping.
And I ain't gonna lie, I got knocked out a
couple.
couple times. I got knocked down a couple times.
Look, you get knocked down, you get back on
I'm
up.
still here though.
Mama whooped us. Let's think of it like that. You got a butt whooping. Oh well, but you stood up.
You stood
wasn't a
up.
punk, but you didn't use guns. Now, this generation, they don't know the value of life. They don't know it's like a whole different mindset. It's stupid. I said it, and we say stupid is not allowed to be said in our home. Can't is not allowed to be said in my home. But I say it's stupid. This generation is stupid. Stupid thinking it's okay to kill somebody. Stupid thinking, oh, I got a gun, I'm good, I got mine, I'll protect mine. You
like
know what I'm saying?
and like she said, like they said,
No.
it goes back to the music too. Like now
they glorify it.
they see these new rappers, they see these new school rappers out here going to jail. Like the one dude made music videos while he was on the run, putting them out, getting millions of views. Millions of
But
views.
That's how
Now
they
he
call
in
him,
jail.
'cause he's stupid.
Now he in jail.
Like
but
I
his
said,
thing is
stupid.
And the thing is, his killing, he was famous now, but now his killing was he killed the cameraman for his camera. I said it. He killed the cameraman for his camera. And it was premeditated. It made it premeditated murder. And I don't even think he's 20 yet. You know what I'm saying? These kids
It's not just kids that's killing for stupid reasons.
These grown people too. Grown people too.
One guy videotaped, or his friend videotaped him. He found out his girl was cheating. Okay, so you gonna bring a gun because his girl's cheating and pull it on dude? First off, you take the issue up with her. Why are you taking it up with somebody else? How do you even know he knew that she was with this person?
Is that the video when the dude shot him?
Yeah.
But the dude was talking mad stuff.
Yeah.
Do it, man! Shoot me! Pop! Ah! Is it that one?
Yeah, that one.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I was like,
not cute.
are you serious?
These rappers is glorifying shooting up in the air. They're surrounded with the bomb fire going and shooting up in the air like and
it's
throwing
not
money around.
It's not cute.
We making it rain.
It's
we
not
got
cute.
This, we got this. No, it's not cute. But when they are being glorified in the media and everything else, no, you're a hood rat.
Right.
I said it.
Right. I ain't heard that in a while. Hood
you're
rat.
a hood rat. Because you think that's cute. That's not cute.
It's
that's
not
glorifying that you could kill somebody. That's somebody's child. That's somebody's mother. That's somebody's parent.
Right.
You want to kill somebody? Oh, and gang initiation. They got to go kill somebody. Really?
And they ain't playing with that, man.
The gangs need to stop. The drug wars need to stop. If the government did their proper job, but like you said before, they will lose money.
Yeah, if they do
I blame the government.
If the government do their job,
society for glorifying this mess.
Yeah, if the government was to do their job, the thing is this: if there was no crime, there would be no police. If there was no drugs and all this other stuff, there would be no drug force, no nothing.
Let's talk about.
So they leave it.
Seas. Thailand, you litter, you arrested.
You got arrested. Pick that paper up.
The jails
You going to jail?
Are not packed overseas for one reason only. They let them know they're not playing. The government over here in the United States is a joke. I said
it's all about money.
It's a joke because you can use so much to get over and around the laws here. People be like, oh yeah, I'll snitch on this person and then I'll get a slap on the wrist or I'll get witness protection. Like that stupid dude that tried
the rapper?
Yes.
Takashi?
Or whatever.
That's
and the video games. You right on that.
I ain't even gonna lie.
I ain't even Call of Duty. My kids cannot play any games that have guns in it.
I ain't gonna lie. I was playing Resident Evil earlier. I was shooting a lot of zombies with my little 9 that Leo got, and And I got
You playing. Who else is playing with you?
my son. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie about that. Anyway, but he knows the difference though. A lot of people don't know the difference. He knows. I'm just gonna put it that way.
Nino has a sweet heart.
He knows the difference
A lot of other kids
out
are
there.
brought up in a household that have domestic violence.
Yo, she looked at me like she was gonna pull her 9 out on me. Like, oh, you letting your son play that game, dude? You let your son play that game? No.
My kids can't play it.
He knows the
Now
difference,
my
though.
oldest, I can't tell him what to do anymore. He's grown and he don't live in my house.
Right.
But anybody that comes over my house now, we don't play those games. We don't play these killing games. Even though our kids know the difference, there's a lot of kids that know the difference but still don't heed to it.
Right. A lot of it is due to upbringing too, though.
Oh my God.
No discipline.
The lack of value, the lack of discipline.
It's no value. Yeah.
These kids nowadays are so disrespectful.
Like I say in many other podcasts, these parents, a lot of these kids are being parented by kids.
I know.
15-year-old kids, they have no childhood.
Epidemic.
That prom night, because the prom
night, and okay, back in the day, they didn't have as much protection like they have now, and they still coming up pregnant.
Yeah, they don't use no protection. What's protection to these kids nowadays? They don't care.
Let's get back to the guns. That's another topic.
Well, these little boys can keep their gun in their pants, and they won't have no.
Well, remember the Giants player. He's not a Giants player anymore, but remember when he was in a nightclub and he had a gun that was not licensed and it went off in the club and shot himself?
Ooh, yeah.
And remember the other Giants player who still plays? I don't know if he's still with the Giants, but he still plays. And he lost 2 fingers, and they had to make a special glove for him.
Playing with these guns ain't fun, man.
Cautious with your guns. You have to make sure you are doing everything in your power for protecting that it does not fall in the wrong hands.
Right.
But the government's not doing that.
No, they're not.
They're not. I give the New Zealand Prime Minister a big up.
Yeah, she
I give her props. I give her kudos. She said it happened once. It ain't happened no more in my.
I'm still like, man,
New Zealand, she shutting it down. April 11th, the bill should be passed for New Zealand.
She said
I read that. She said
up to 130 something million. Their government is going to pay up to 130 something million for some payback on these guns. Why can't Trump do that?
Exactly. Number 45.
Because he got the money, but he's still raising it for that wall.
Nah, that.
Why don't you pull that money from Trump Towers?
That wall can go.
Pull it for that money from. He can build a wall. Just pull it from Trump Towers. Build it from that. Build it from.
He need. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but like, I see the people. Like I said, I understand the people who they got the gun for protection. They keep it on their hip. I understand that. I understand the hunters that go out and hunt. Like, I got a buddy, man, my man Pete, man. He's a hunter to the death. This man is a hunter to the death. This man do not care. He bow hunt. He got all types of hunting guns. He got this and that.
I like the bows.
He do all that. I mean, I understand.
But I can't kill an animal.
I understand, that's a survival tactic also. Like, you know what I mean?
Let's be real. People that hunt do it for us.
Some people, yeah. So I'm just saying, like, if anything was to happen, that is a survival tactic for you.
Oh, yeah. If I had to kill an animal to survive.
That's what I'm saying. That's a survival tactic. You know what I mean? If anything was to happen, you know how to hunt. That's what I'm saying. If anything was to happen and you had to, you know how to hunt.
Uh-huh.
You ain't gonna sit there and wait till no vegetables grow. No, you gonna go get you a rabbit or something.
Bambi.
Go kill Bambi and his mama. Bambi, you look so good to me. Put some bacon around them back straps.
I can't take you. I had 2 rabbits as a pet. No, I can't. And we have some rabbits under our shed in the back.
I got rabbits all over here, man. I came outside. My wife thought it was like rat tracks in the snow. I'm like, no, it's not no rat tracks. Those are. I was like, you would see the tail if they're jumping. You would see the tail drag. It's not the tail drag. They don't have tail. They have a long tail. So when they jump, their tail's gonna drag in the snow. No, it's not. These are rat. Okay, and then we turn around. It's like rabbits jumping around in the backyard. But anyway.
Can't do it.
But I understand the people who hunt. I understand the people who, like I said, hold the gun for protection for any type of reason. But there's no need to be walking around with assault rifles. You don't need assault rifles. There's no need for it. For what?
There isn't.
There's no need. I understand that though, but we came a long way from Columbine. And we still not doing. No. I'm just saying, like, it's been years since Columbine. That's the way I put it wrong. It's been years since Columbine, and we still haven't seen much done since then. With all these mass shootings in the church, in the movie theaters, in the schools, at Vegas.
Yeah.
And then many other shootings that people don't even know about because they never televised it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not televised. And all that is just, they're letting it happen.
Yes, they're allowing it.
Somebody brought it to me. They was like, somebody told me this, and it kind of made sense.
What?
They leave some of these guns on the street for population control. It almost made sense. Population control.
Wow. I didn't look at it like that.
Somebody told me that. I'm like, population control. What, there's too many people here? Some people gotta go? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If somebody told me that, I'm like, man, I never looked at it that way either.
I didn't look at it like that until just now.
Just like a lot of these senseless, like everything, it's like these killings and stuff, population control. It makes sense, but I'm not like a conspiracy theorist, but it still makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still a money issue.
Because guns cost.
Right.
Like my 9mm, it costs almost $500.
Right, see? And like these people who buy these semi-automatics and all these big.
That's more money.
Yeah, and all these people that buying them assault rifles and stuff, it costs. And what happens to the NRA when all these assault rifles are off the market?
And
their money decreases. So why in the world would Trump do that if these people are, like I said before, these people are backing him? Why take money out their pocket when they're backing him? And that's the way I guarantee that's the way he's looking at it.
He's always been a money hungry mongrel. So. Number 45 is all about the money. It's what him and his family can get. It's how much money can polish their hands. He knows how to manipulate the system for his bankruptcies, but he still builds his hotels.
Your husband told me that you got a Donald Trump poster in your bedroom.
No, that is a lie.
And he says when you get up,
you're not supposed to hate people.
He said when you get up, when y'all wake up, you salute him, and then you go and go about your day.
The devil is a liar. Woo,
she about to pull her 9 out on me right now. Say it again. Say it again.
And you know another thing? There's rules to carrying a gun. And people don't follow those rules.
Yeah,
either.
You can't just pull it out.
You can't pull out a gun and point it at anybody because you made a threat, just like that.
That is definitely correct.
You can't have a bullet already in the chambers because that means you're ready for anything. And if it goes off, you're done. If you don't buy a gun that has a safety lock while you're holding the gun, because with the 9 that I have, I made sure it had an extra safety. you have to have the back pushed in, and then you can pull.
Mhm.
If you don't push in the back, the safety portion, then you can't pull the trigger.
Oh,
A
it just-
lot of old school guns don't have the safety.
Right,
control.
right.
So if you get a gun from back in the day that's already been used on body and things like that, you get from a police officer stolen at an evidence room.
Yeah, they do it.
There's
This ain't
a
just in
lot
movies.
of stuff. No, it's real life.
It's real stuff.
But these kids are thinking, oh, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good. They could do this, they could do this. Oh yeah, I got a gun. They think they look cute. There's been pictures up on Facebook of them holding the guns like,
Yeah.
I got it. Like,
And I know
cool.
few people who do it themselves. I'm not saying that's theirs, but they do it, and it's dumb. Hey, yo, let me hold your gun real quick and show them that I got it. No, it's dumb.
Because your fingerprint ain't gonna be on my gun.
You would never
Nobody
see me
touches
posting those
my
videos.
gun but me, unless my husband is
Or
with me at
pictures.
the gun range.
Mhm.
You will not touch my gun. I don't show my gun off to people. That is not what you're supposed to do.
Right.
A gun is for protection and protection only. Not going out there and looking for something, not going out there to start something, not going out there
Yeah.
to just take somebody's life. It is supposed to be you carry it for protection. And it has to be a real threat, not no make-believe or you just wanting to shoot somebody because you had beef with them the other day. Now,
Yeah, that's a threat, man. That's a definite threat, and that's premeditated.
a
You
threat
going
is
to
somebody
jail.
trying to rob you. A threat is somebody breaking in your house in the middle of the night trying to steal something.
That's a whole
from you.
nother ball
Well,
game.
that's a whole different ball
That's a
game.
threat.
Because now I'm protecting my house.
That's a
I
threat.
have my kids. I have my granddaughter.
Yes.
Man, listen.
It's multiple.
If you are not welcomed in my house and you want to break in, try it if you want to.
Try it if
That's
you want
something
to.
different. I'm protecting my house. I'm protecting my residential. That's different than going out there like, yeah, he was saying he was going to fight me. Blah, blah, blah. I'm here now. What's up? No. That's premeditated. No.
I witnessed something one time. My wife, and we were all just chilling. She had her birthday party. I think it was her dirty 30. Her 30th birthday. She had it at this place, the Groove Lounge, upstairs. She rented the whole place out. And we all partied. And then there was a big, big party downstairs. So we all having a good time. We're partying. By the end of the night, you know, the people who gave us all the decorations. Shout out to my cousin Nitra. She had, you know, she came, got the decorations and stuff. She bounced, and everybody getting everything going. Everybody getting their plates. Everybody cleaning up, getting stuff. And then once we're finally leaving, we hear a ruckus outside. Now we sitting there just like, oh, they just arguing. They are drunk. That's it. That's not. You know, they cool. They arguing. Whatever. Next thing you know, you see some chrome on this dude's hip, and he had his hand down, and he yelling across the street. And I'm standing right next to this dude, not paying no attention. I'm looking, and I'm like, I look back down like, oh my God, he got a gun. I told my wife, I told everybody, drive off now, go. I'm about to make my way to the car right now and drive off. Dude is arguing over a girl
Like I
or
said,
some girls or whatever the argument was about. I heard him saying something about a chick. That's all he was saying. That
Really?
chick. I don't know who he was talking about. He wasn't saying chick though. You know what I'm saying? But he yelling and arguing. But the thing that I saw was, like, me and my brother was walking back. My brother walked me back to the car. I said, nah, dude, get to your car. I'm gonna get to my car safe too. He walked me like halfway to the car. All I hear, pop, 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 pop. My brother slapped my back so hard. I had stuff in my hand. I'm like, yo, I got foot on. I'm falling forward. He's like, man, get down. I'm like, I turn around. You see this? I'm running. We running. Mad people clear it out. Everybody got home safe. Nobody got shot. I think he was just shooting to scare somebody. But the thing is, why? You know what I'm saying? It's dumb. You think you are big and bad with a gun, you're not. You're stupid. I think you're stupid. If you think you're big and bad with a gun, you're not.
Over a girl or a guy.
That's stupid.
That's stupid. Because they come and go. If you pulling out a gun because you can't get your way, that's stupid.
Man, that was scary though, cause I was sitting right next to the dude and he yelling, and we walking by him to get to the cars, and my wife, I think my wife's, my sister-in-law got in the car. My wife finally got, I think she got into the car, and the kids got. Was it the kids? No, it was no kids. Woo. No kids. Not this grown-up party. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was. I'm thinking kids. I don't know why, but they got in the car, and like I said, dude just started letting off. Just plop, 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 plop. He probably was shooting in the air because ain't nobody get hit unless he just ain't got no aim. But thank God for that. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got killed on that situation.
Yeah.
But it's what, it glitched on me.
Okay.
It's still
But
recording.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it's crazy though. It's nuts. I don't think, like you said, I don't think people who with even past mental issues should have
They
a
should
weapon
not.
like that, a
Because
gun in general.
The boy in Florida, they said, oh yeah, he's been in trouble with the law for years. And wasn't he staying at somebody's house because his mother was sick and they had guns? They had no clue about the boy. How come you take somebody's child in and you don't know? No, you're supposed to find out, man. Listen, I need to know.
Yeah, who are you?
Allergic to anything? Any medication? What? I'm dead serious.
Nah, I ain't.
I got 21 questions. Maybe more.
Right.
But
Who
the
you
simple
running
fact
from?
is, okay?
You trying to stay up in there.
Because the simple fact is, if I know your record, you can't hang with my child. I'm not better than you, but I refuse for my child to run down the wrong path. If you hanging out with thugs and they want to carry guns and everything else, nope, you can't be in my household with my child.
You know what's crazy? When my mother told me when I was younger, my mother told me not to hang out with certain people. Because she knew they was out there. Like I think I was 16, 17.
And you didn't listen to mama.
They was out there.
Something
They
happened,
always
right?
out. No, nothing happened. But I scared myself. Let's just put it that way. They out there. They always out there on the corner doing nothing. They smoking weed all the time. And you ain't smoking no weed. And you ain't gonna live in my house smoking no weed.
I
And
had Mama Sonia.
and my thing was, I think my boys had a party there. The people I was hanging with, we went to that house anyway because there was a little party there. Dude, mother wasn't home, so it was a little something going on. And I love music. And they was like, yo, bring some of your beats. We gonna be over here rapping. I'm like, man, let's go. So we go over there. I brought my
Hook, line, and sinker.
I brought my tape. It was a tape then. No CD, it was a tape. I brought my tape over there, and we over here jamming in the basement. They all rapping. Then one dude came in, he lit up some weed. And then another dude lit up his weed. And then another dude lit up weed. So now this whole basement is cloudy. I never smoked weed. I never did then. And I don't do it now.
Out of contact.
But I was so high
Contact.
in that basement, it didn't make any sense. I mean, my eyes felt low. I smelled it on me when I left. But I'm in there like, we jamming and stuff. And you hear this at the door. Yo, I think that's my mother. Man, your mother don't know you here. Man, you don't know my mother, man. I think that's my mother. Ain't your mother, man. And they open the door. It was another one of our boys. He come in. He light up. Boom. I'm like, oh, man. Now I'm feeling weird. My face feeling funny. And I'm like, you know what? I got to go. I took my karaoke machine. I had a karaoke machine and my tape. And I left. And when I left out, I stayed outside for a real long time. It was cold, too. But the smell was on me. It was so
Tried
strong.
to get it off.
It was on me, but I came in. My mother was asleep when she came in. I was, woo, if I'd have came in and my mother was like, so what was you doing? Nothing. And I slapped them up, gave them fives and stuff, so that smell was on my fingers. So, point I was saying, though, is even though a mother's telling the kid not to hang with certain people, and you know that, deep down inside,
you gotta
some of
see
them
it for
kids,
yourself.
yeah, those kids will be the ones to still hang out with those kids, and then sometimes they got to see it for themselves.
I know. There's a lot of things now. It's like with Jalen. Okay, that's not your friend. Because if he was your friend, he wouldn't have done such and such. And then he's like, Ma, you always... No, Mama knows. Now I can see how my mother did it. Thank you, Holy Ghost, for the discernment. Because I can see something bad on somebody, and I love children. But if you got something that's not of God on you, you can't be with my kids. I can't. Nope, you can't bring that in my household. There's no way in the world. Because I gave birth to them. God gave me the responsibility to raise them. So there's no one in the world that's going to take my kid's life away from me until God says so. For the simple fact is, if you are a rotten apple, you got to go.
Right.
You just got to go point blank, period. You got to go.
Right.
I love you. You can say hi to him in school. But you will not hang out. No, they can't come to your house, and no, you can't go to theirs.
Yeah, but I've had in my lifetime, I've had like situations when guns were drawn on me.
On you?
Drawn, just like right in my face, drawn on me. I had none. I was like 19. I give you one story, and I'll probably give you another one. I got stories on that.
Stories, people. I see.
The one story though is I was young. I was like 15. I was still trick or treating. That's what it was. Trick or treating. You know, certain places they stop at like 9 or something, but it was like 8 o'clock or something, 8:15, 8 somewhere around there. I know it was in the 8 o'clock range, and I was trick or treating. And it was a dude that was like, "Get away from my house, nigger. Get away from my house, nigger." Yeah, that was a hefty word. I've never been called it. That was my first time ever being called nigger. And I look up, and I was with my boys too. We was all with my boys.
But you said, how old were you?
I had to be like 15.
Still trick-or-treating?
We was playing, man. We was just playing, all right? We was getting some candy. I was small. I was small. I can pose for at least a 12, 13-year-old. Anyway, we was out playing around. Still, we were trick-or-treating. The dude said, "Get away from my house." We didn't even walk up to the porch. We walked by as a group. And my boy, he still had his little brothers and stuff. So they was all, they had the kids with them, My little brother didn't go trick-or-treat. He was in trouble, so... And my mother really didn't let them go trick-or-treating anyway. She never celebrated Halloween. So since I was, old enough to actually go out and chill out with my boys, we just going out, chilling. Get away from my house, niggers. It wasn't singular. It was plural. So he called all of us niggers. And what happened was, my boys, we all got rowdied out. Like, who you calling nigger? Who you calling nigger? We walk up to the porch. Dude came out with this long gun. It looked like some military grade gun.
You were not supposed to walk on somebody's property.
Man, we walked up towards his porch. Let's just put it that way. He came out, click, 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 click. He wanted to have. He came out on here, click, 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 pop. Try it. We was like, nope.
Oh, Jesus.
But we were young though. The kids don't know not to go to nobody's porch if they say, you know what I mean? We was young. Another instance when a gun was pulled on me. Was it pulled on me? No, it wasn't pulled on me. It was. I lived in the projects for a long time. What happened with one of my? I wasn't like all the way there. I was like on my way there when this happened. Dude pulled a gun out on one of my boys. I guess they had beef with one of my boys, and they had beef with projects. Like certain projects don't hang out with other projects. Yes, and that's what it was. It was beef over somebody from our projects beating the other dude from the other projects up. Now everybody got beef with people from certain projects. So the dude pulled up on...
Stupid.
Yeah, it's dumb, and it's got to do with the guns. The dude pulled up on some of my boys and pulled the gun out on them in a parking lot and was like, yo, your man right here about to get beat up. Y'all gonna sit here and watch. And if anybody tries something, y'all getting shot. I get the phone call. Who doing what? I ain't got no gun. I'm still trying to blow it over there. Get over there. I'm like, yo. But when I pull up, they must have thought I had something. They got up real quick. Me and my other boys in the car, they got up real quick, jump off, drove off, and he had, wherever these kids are getting these, because I just got my car too. I think I was like 18. But they pulled that gun out, man. They in the car like this. I'm like, yo. It's the stupid people. I think stupid people with guns kill people. If that makes sense.
No, that makes perfectly sense. But sometimes it's not even stupid people. They could be the smartest ones and still kill you.
Man, listen, it was scary for me though. I was.
And like with the
cops drew a gun on me before too.
I have his badge. By the time I get done, I'm like, oh no, your badge, bro.
They drew a gun on me. They thought I was. They thought. He told me to open my trunk. He was like. He thought I was. He said, "Open your trunk." I had beats in my car then. And they pulled me over because my music was loud. You know when you.
Because when you're in a certain area.
Yeah, when you're 19, 20, when you're 19, 20.
Tinted windows.
He pulled me over because I had the tinted windows and beats in my car. And he
was
said,
just flashing.
And he's
pulling over.
I was like, man, I was beaten, man. I had some 12s in my trunk, 1200 watts. Anyway. You know the cop, but it was a couple times like guns been drawn. I ain't even gonna go in that story because that was just.
I haven't had a gun drawn on me, but I seen a man. Okay, so I'll just say one of my friends. His mom was getting beat up by a drug dealer.
Ooh.
So, but the mom was dating the drug dealer. So he took his product from the mother's house and flushed it down the toilet. So he's walking down the street with his friends, and I see the drug dealer pull up on him. He hurries up and runs towards our way. I was like, nah, I'm out.
You ain't coming near me with that
Rule
mess,
number one,
homie.
when I spot trouble and I hear run, I run. I don't look back.
Ain't no looking back.
I run for safety. No, there's some people that look back.
And we know who do that. Watch the movies, you'll tell. You know who do it. Where's the trouble?
The simple fact is,
I'm done.
You cannot pull a gun out on someone. You can get arrested for it because they tell you if you aim a gun at someone, that is a threat. So the other person that may have a gun can shoot you and be okay with shooting you because that was a threat.
Yeah, you threatened.
But a threat is serious. Like a threat is somebody pulling a gun out. Let's get technical. You cannot bring your gun into courts.
Oh yeah, you already know that.
No. Some people don't know that. Because I was dropping off paperwork to the court system.
Because they got a lockbox for that.
And the alarms went off. Do. They was like, hands up, what's going on? Why are you... It was like, here they go.
They ask you, do you have it too sometimes?
Yeah, they be like, what you got on you to be bouncing, to be setting it off? For me, for instance, I forgot I had my extra clip in my pocketbook when I went to the courts to drop off documents.
She carry extra clips too?
I sure do. Yes, I do. So the simple fact that you don't know if they come in groups, man, listen, it's only for protection.
Like pop, 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 click,
but
pop,
they was
Bruce
like,
Willis style.
They was like, ma'am, you got a clip in your bag. I said, oh, I thought I took that out. And the other officer there was like, I know her. She's not like that. She was like, you was at the gun range, wasn't you? I was like, yep, you know when I go to the gun range, I bring 3. But the officer knew me, but the guy didn't. So he says, I was like, I have a right to carry, but I don't have my gun with me because I knew I couldn't bring it into the court. So I don't bring my gun and never leave your gun in the car either.
But anything happened, or you could have threw your bullets at him.
Yeah, so then I could get charged.
You can't get charged with attempted murder. You just...
No, I would get charged for assaulting an officer doing something. But
take that. It was a joke.
You have people get shot at gun ranges because they're not being careful with the gun. You are not allowed to point the gun at someone. You are supposed to put it down, make sure all the clip is out and all the bullets are out, and then, you know what I mean? And then make sure the coast is clear before you walk past anybody that may be firing.
Yeah, you don't want to walk by nobody shooting.
Careful. We have innocent lives being shot because, oh, I thought it wasn't loaded. Or if the gun doesn't go off, somebody knocking. If the gun goes off, then it doesn't go off and then it clicks. I got his bag. Say hi. You guys want to say hi? Come on. Want to say hi to everybody?
Hello. Hello.
We're talking about
The video late.
the video.
Okay.
All right.
I gotta go get a list.
Go ahead. See y'all later.
Okay.
I'll see you in a few.
Yeah.
You gotta pull up to him. He's growing it.
Okay.
He got a couple more.
But my
We made an appointment for that.
it's cool.
We're live.
You getting the mohawk.
Oh my Lord.
Knocking on
guys.
heaven's door.
But it's serious. But I wanted y'all to see our kids. Oh, Siri. I wanted y'all to see our
You
children.
said Siri.
That is what we protect. Not our reputation. Not, oh, you think you better up? Let me one you up on. No. And you should be careful what your children are watching and playing and everything to that nature. Be careful of what you let their eye gates and ear gates hear.
Right.
I feel this world and this society would be better off if we had more control in our homes, more control with our children, more control of what they're playing on TV
Right.
and in the movies. The videos and everything, producing all that is okay. It's cool. You can't be down if you don't got a gun or you don't have a gunshot wound. That is the most stupidest thing ever.
Right.
So I say number 45, you need to step up like New Zealand is stepping up. Number 45, you need to step up like New Zealand.
And we not taking away the Second Amendment, the amendment to the right to bear arms. We're not taking that away. We just want a safer place for our kids to grow up. You know what I mean? And for us,
all
for
around.
everyone. You know what I mean? We just need to, all
But
these.
we're living in the last days. We know all this, and more is gonna come. We know that.
Yep.
But the fact is, we still need to try to do something until that time comes.
Right.
So this is my voice, my opinion. Yes, I'm a gun owner, but I am cautious. I am protective. And I make sure I use it properly. Everybody does not deserve a gun. And there need to be more checks. There need to be more police checkings, but properly done.
Proper checks. Yeah, you just
Proper
can't.
checks. You can't just be, no. Because you can't search a person's vehicle unless you have probable cause and da-da-da-da.
Right.
And da-da-da-da. So you know what? Why don't you do like New Zealand? We'll buy it back from you.
Right.
And the NRA should cease all sellings
Of assault rifles.
of assault rifles. That I stand by. Assault rifles should not be able to be sold.
It ain't like we
to
going to
anyone.
war. What we going to war for? What we doing?
The only ones in war uses them.
That's what I'm saying.
It
What,
should
so what you going to war for?
be on the streets. And I'm sorry, I'ma say this too. Y'all may not like it, but I'm about to say it. Military. Once you get out of the military and you are diagnosed with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, You should not be able to have a gun, period. Because that's a mental health issue.
Definitely is.
You should not.
I
should
know
not.
a couple people with that.
And I know a couple of people that got it and got the gun.
Got out of Desert Storm weird.
Weird ain't the word.
I'm not. Got out of Desert Storm, and I'm like, Wasn't that Bush War? Desert Storm? That was Bush War.
Yes, it was.
But yeah, that's I don't know. This is like I said. This is basically our opinions. I know everybody else have their own opinion.
Their own views and stuff.
Their own
that's
views.
You. But I say be cautious. Don't let your kids know where your keys are at to the safe, where the guns are. Be cautious. Don't let your kids know that you have guns.
Right.
I've seen videos of fathers teaching their kids at a young age how to shoot at the gun range.
You know what? I have no. I don't know. I'm folding a box up. I don't know why. Anyway, the situation. I've seen a father. There's a black father. He was
Caucasians teaching their kids.
But the way he was teaching his daughters, I think they like military ready type teaching his daughters. But he was also at the same time teaching them when to use it, how to use it, and this and that, blah blah blah, just in case something happened. Then they teach them, but he's also teaching them respect. He's teaching them all. I forgot the guy's name. If I find it,
it's on social
and I'll put it up on the YTAP page. But he's also teaching these girls how to respect themselves. He's teaching them respect and this and that, blah blah blah. But them girls know how to load up some guns. I tell you that. I saw that. I was like, that little girl got to be my son age. Only time my son load up a gun is if we playing.
No child should know how to shoot a gun.
Man, listen.
Gun, because you don't know the mentality of that child yet.
Yeah.
No child should learn how to shoot a gun. I'm sorry, I'm against that.
I'm kind of against it, but I'm not fully against it. Because if it's you right, no kid should know.
No kid should know.
But I've seen something. They have shooting contests, and this little girl was lighting up every target. Bing, bing, coming out. Pop the clip out, pop the clip back in. Bing, bing, pop another clip out, go out with the assault right, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's military ready. They get these kids military ready.
And
I've seen that.
That's a problem. So, I end it this way. We need to stop hating on people. We need to stop thinking it's easy to solve a problem by shooting them.
And it's not a way.
It's not. Learn how to use your vocabulary. Learn how to use your voice. Guns are serious. Use them wisely. And if you don't have a permit, you should not be having a gun.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
Wait, I'm so tired.
Can't you, somebody said this one thing, I don't know if they stopped it though, can't you buy certain guns without a permit? Like a rifle or something?
I thought a rifle at Walmart and Target and stuff like that. But I don't think Target has them in there anymore.
I know, I seen them at, it was somebody.
At Walmart, unless they pulled them.
I think they said but that's, I guess, for what, home purposes or what is
Hunting.
it? Hunting. Okay. But you don't. But you do have to have hunting permits though.
Yeah.
Regardless, even if you don't have, you gotta have those permits.
Guns need to be taken off the streets.
But a lot of the
government needs to step up and do like New Zealand.
The government is thinking about money. They're not thinking about New Zealand right now.
That's why we need to stop it.
But they put New Zealand in the media though here.
Yes. I support New Zealand.
I support
100%.
exactly what Prime Minister is doing over
My
there.
heart goes out to the family that lost all those senseless killing because of that person. My heart goes
And
to
they said they
everyone
was
that has lost someone by the hand of a gun.
yeah. Rest in peace to all those who passed away.
Guns don't
Through
solve
senseless
a problem.
killing.
It makes more
With-
issues, more problems, more hurt, more everything. Enough is enough. I'm tired of turning on the news and seeing an elementary school over in Brazil. So what? It's not in the United States. It's still happening overseas too. It needs to stop.
Yeah.
Babies, elementary school kids, babies. Enough is enough. I'm just so
It's a great topic for what's going on now, though.
yeah.
For us to talk about. I mean, we probably, and I know we didn't even touch the tip of what's really going on with the gun situations.
Touch it.
I'm so mad now. I'm just saying I didn't do enough research on a lot of
well,
stuff.
we could
Remember,
do part two.
I told you
Because
that before.
I've been talking to some police officers to see their schedule and get them here so we could talk to them and they could tell us what they see on the streets. Because seriously, their lives matter too. The simple fact is, when they're doing a routine check, a real reason to do a routine check, they're getting shot at. That officer just got gunned down because they did a routine police check.
And that's another
Their
thing.
lives matter too.
And that's another thing with those cops, though. Like, that's why a lot of cops are on the edge and they're kind of scared. Their hands is quickly on their gun because of certain. I'm not saying all cops, because some cops they're quick to draw their gun, but like some cops are kind of nervous to like be in a certain
Then
situation.
they don't need to be a cop.
I'm just saying,
You
but
don't need to be a cop. And I've spoken to some that I love dearly, and I have family members as a police officer, and my grandmother told me that everybody got around them and said, if you're going to become a police officer, you make sure you do the right thing. You don't shoot just to shoot.
Right.
You make sure there's a reason why you're shooting. And then if your partner is dirty, you speak up. Don't you sit still. I didn't raise you like that.
Right.
My grandmother said she got into my cousins and said, we did not teach you like that.
right.
Don't make us come down there and embarrass you.
Oh,
They don't
shoot.
care how old you
Come
are.
down to the station. Oh, come here,
Yeah.
come here. Let me get this belt, and you about to get your butt whooped.
My cousin says, yes, cuz, talk about it. Love what you guys are doing. Oh, we love you too, Dorothy.
Oh yeah.
You're not big and bad because you have a gun.
Nah.
That's not cute. Within the summertime here in Buffalo, I did a spoken word about the gun violence. That's how bad it was.
You
cannot
did.
have cookouts anymore. People walk up in your backyard and shot a grandchild and a grandmother, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They shot the grandmother and the kid, and they both
But
died and
thank
everything,
you, Lord,
right?
for disturbing that man's peace, and they caught him.
Yep.
But that child is gone. I think he was 18 months old. You can't bring that baby back.
No.
The grandmother, you can't bring her back.
Sad. It's so sad.
The mother who witnessed, the kids who witnessed their mother being killed in the car. You can't bring their mother back.
No, and that's stuck with them for life.
Guns is not a game. And these teenagers here, these young kids on the street, wanna be thugs.
They glorify it though.
Wannabes. And I call you wannabes because it's disgusting. You're not cute carrying a gun. You're not cute thinking you don't want to fight with your hands. Old school way is get the whooping, get the butt whooping. If you
Right.
if you got the mouth, you fight with your hands.
Back it
You
up.
don't pull no gun out because you was talking all that, and then you want to pull a gun out because you already knew your mouth couldn't cash that check.
Like Pop said on Friday, use these. You win some, you lose some, but
Point
you
blank,
live
period, for another day.
right.
You
To
already
fight
know I
another
know.
day,
Come
right?
on
You know
now,
what I mean?
you already
But
know.
it's the truth.
It's real talk. Like, we used to have house parties. House parties. Lights off or the strobe light going. Yeah, that was BC, before Christ. Let me make that clear. But house parties, you pay your $5 to get in the door. Everybody's chilling.
Right.
There's snacks, chips, and everything. Now, you didn't invite such and such, so now they want to come bum rush the party.
Right.
Now they come and bum rushing by shooting up the place.
Right.
So you can't even have a house party. You can't even have a good cookout. You can't even go to a club anymore because they want to shoot up in the club too.
Right.
But I don't go to clubs no more.
I had a good friend die from gun violence,
It's
and he got
senseless.
shot in the head near the police station years ago
It's senseless.
for nothing. And somebody said I think he bumped into the dude or something, and the dude had words, and what happened was, dude just let off, pop, 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 shot him. I think he was with somebody else. They started running, and I guess they said he turned around and he was on the ground. Dude was gone after you know what I mean? I was like, oh, that's sad. Somebody I went to school with, man. One of my boys. He was one of my boys. It's crazy. And I heard about that. I didn't even know it was him. And then I heard how it happened years later after it happened. I didn't even know it was him. Because I don't really watch the news anymore due to like crazy stuff. But sometimes you got to keep up on the news to know what's going on in your area.
Though. It's like every time I turn on a radio, every time I turn on the TV, even on social media, I follow ABC News, and then number 45 always breaking into services to talk about his stupidity stuff. And number 45, he's not getting on the NRA. He's not putting down the laws like New Zealand. Number 45 needs to step up. He's an embarrassment to the United States of America. I'm embarrassed. I don't that's not my president. I call him number 45 because I didn't vote for him. We didn't vote for him. We don't like hate. We don't publicize hate. Number 45 tolerates it, and he promotes a lot of it.
I love my president and his hair.
You mean that little, what's that called? What is that called?
The comb over. You got a comb over.
Toupee.
And that joint flies back when that wind hit. It looked like it was taped to the back of his head because it flied back like this, and like it's top of his head talking.
Yeah. But number 45 needs to step up like New Zealand is. This only happened one time in New Zealand, and she is shutting it down. And she said she will never let this happen again in her.
And they let it be known it was a racist hit. It was racist. They said it. The people who did it, they said it was. They were.
A lot of racial issues here. A lot of racial issues overseas. We have a lot.
It was
of
everywhere.
Issues everywhere. But here's the thing: what makes you think you're better than somebody else? Who do you think you are?
Right.
Who do you think you are that you are better than somebody else and you could just take somebody else's life and think that's okay? That's not okay. That's not acceptable. You need to be held accountable. Anybody that gives you that gun needs to be held accountable.
Everybody.
Anyone that is killing, senseless killing, and getting away with it through the judicial system needs to be accountable. Them judges, I hold y'all accountable in my mouth and my prayers. When I tell you, I know that God is not a God that is going to allow all this go on and you not pay the ultimate price when it's your time to meet him.
And not only the people in the street and all that other stuff, police officers too who do the senseless killing.
That's what I'm talking about. Everybody.
Yeah.
The judicial system lets them go off. And there is only one officer so far who stood up against his partner in Texas and said what he did was wrong. What he did was illegal. No, this person did not deserve to die. This person did not deserve to get shot. And the officer was sentenced due to his partner telling the truth. Step up, NYPD. Y'all got this blue code of silence. Oh, we can't snitch on our brother or our sister. No, boo. If you have some crooked cops, speak on it. There's no code of silence. Somebody just lost their child. Somebody just lost their father. Somebody lost their brother. Speak on it. And then when the ones that do speak on it with NYPD, because I have a few friends that are like family in the NYPD, then you get shunned out. Then you get called a snitch. Then they want to disrespect you. What is the problem with speaking up for what's right? You took an oath. You had your hand on the Bible, so you lying to God like you lying to the people. You're not here to serve and protect.
They here for that
You're
paycheck.
not here to serve and protect if you're taking lives and you could have saved lives.
They just here for that paycheck.
You're supposed to be here to protect everyone. We bleed the same. We talk. Well, no, we don't all talk the same.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah.
But our blood bleeds just like you, the same color. We put on the shirt the same way. One sleeve in and then another sleeve in. So what gives you the right to take someone else's life? Because you were scared, then you should not be an officer.
True. True.
Oh, he shook. Oh, but an African American will be shot down quick. Oh, I was scared. But the Caucasians will get arrested and still be walking around here.
Oh, he grabbed his wallet
And
too
then
fast.
we're the ones paying for them to be in jail. Like the boy that sat at the Bible study.
He sat there.
He sat there.
Chilling.
None of them knew. But he walked out okay, but then they want to put a bulletproof vest on him. Really? But let that been an African American, or let that been a Latino, or let that been somebody that is not Caucasian.
They gonna like.
They would have been shooing him up.
He looked at us wrong. But when he
And
turned
you
his head, it
know,
looked like he
some-
had a gun. No, that was a
Someone's
soda.
like, oh, we're feared. You are scared of our color?
For what?
That does not give you the right to pull a gun on anyone. You do not have the right to pull a gun on anyone and threaten their lives.
Not at all.
Now, if your life is really being threatened, then that's something else. That's called self-defense. But these kids out here on the streets getting a hold of guns, whoever is selling the guns to them should be going to jail and should be held accountable as well.
Right.
Whoever knows that they're plotting to kill somebody should be accountable and held accountable as well as the one that pulled the trigger. Because you have a choice. You have a chance to end this. If you know somebody's planning a murder, report it. You're not a snitch if you're trying to save somebody's life. Report it. Everybody's life matters. If you don't know how to handle a gun, you should not have one. If you don't know how to handle your temper, you should not have one. If you
Right.
have mental illness in your family, you should not have one. Point blank, period. This is Nicole speaking.
She about,
Guns kill.
you about to lose your voice by the end of this one. You going in.
Simple fact
Keep it
is
moving, though.
enough is enough.
Right.
Stand up 45. Assault, deadly rifles, assault. What? I lost my train of thought. What are they?
Assault rifles.
Assault rifles should be taken off and destroyed.
Take
And
them
you
off
should
the
buy
market.
it back. Instead of worrying about building a stupid wall nobody wants, take that money and use it to get these guns off the street. Let's go.
Recycle the scrap
Follow
for
New
something else.
Zealand's. Follow New Zealand. At least make us proud at one thing you could do, because right now, I'm disgraced to say I'm an American citizen.
Don't get deported.
Oh, they can't.
Nah,
I'm born and raised.
playing. We're gonna send her back to Africa. Oh, wait a
I'm
minute.
American.
They gonna like. They gonna
born
like.
on this land
Yeah, they
that
gonna like.
stole from us.
They gonna be like.
That'll
She
be
got.
another topic.
They gonna be like. Okay, we went to the her family tree. We see she's everything in there.
American Indian.
She's mixed with
Shinnecock,
everything.
Mohawk.
We're gonna have to split her up and
But
send
I'm
her.
doing the ancestry. I'll find out exactly what else we got.
My ancestry, my family did it. It was pretty dope. I forgot though. I forgot everything. Sorry.
Guns
It was
kill.
nice, but guns do kill. Guns,
People kill.
right? What they say.
Guns don't kill. It's the people behind it.
Yeah, guns don't kill. People with guns kill.
Yeah.
Right.
So I say use your gun wisely. Use it when it's necessary, not what you think is necessary.
Don't shoot nobody because they stepped in your Puma. Because you know people had that. Don't shoot nobody because you see somebody with the sneakers you like and you want to take their sneaker. Remember the one kid who died over that?
Yeah.
They shot him and took his Jordans,
Yeah.
the brand new Jordans he got. And that's not just that situation. It's multiple situations that happen that way over Jordans.
Yeah.
And what Jordan do? Raise the prices. And then put money behind jail.
They're stupid for buying Jordans.
He
He
invests his money to the jails.
Didn't somebody pull out a gun waiting online for some Jordans?
I don't know about that, but if he did, that person is
Everybody's life matters. Well, this is WYTAP.
WYTAP.
I'm signing out.
Hola. I meant no. Au revoir. No. Bye.
Arrivederci. And I pray this blessed you.
Yeah. She was mad, y'all.
Yeah, it was, man. I'm so tired of the killing. I'm so tired. Yeah, now we just need to know about the Wi-Fi. Take it off and
Yeah, no,
we're
it was
good.
Wi-Fi. What it is?
It kicks on when I know mine does
So
it
I
too.
gotta-
That's why I always take it off when I go live.
Yeah, I never thought of that.
Ooh.
But see how it works though?
Yo, I love that.
Yo, so now I tether instead of having my pot. I mean, what you call it? My whatever it is, my hotspot. I can just tether it. Take the whole. It takes all the internet from my phone. Put it right to the computer.
That's what's up.
You see how the computer runs smooth. I love it. I love it. Oh shoot, I'm still recording too. I'm putting one of your.
Okay. You better leave me alone.
Something called it, but now I want one of your moves.
What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about?
If you ain't talking the real, then we ain't gon' talk to ya.
What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about?
If you ain't talking the real, then we ain't gon' talk to ya.